Okay, let's go ahead and get started there, everybody. Welcome back to another 1 p.m. PST YouTube stream. I'm your host, Strange Brave Jim. And today, well, I'm finally getting back into a little bit of regular streaming. Apologies for those of you that have been kind of waiting for me to continue with the Pega certification journey and the like. Been kind of, uh, well, in some ways, been kind of getting my lunch late. Not in some cases not by choice. So it's just I haven't really been wanting to hop on right away. So um, because I'm kind of dealing with all the those difficulties, um, but just neither here nor there. You're not gonna care about that. But, apologies for anybody that was just kind of going, okay, Jim, when's your next Pega certification? Well, here it is. Um, so we got that for the next hour. I have to be quick because the challenge is fairly lengthy, so I'm gonna be kind of keeping the intro a little short today. Um, so got Pega. I got the Unreal Engine after that. We got some videos to upload. And we got the Lego video game later on tonight. I have not been happy with that game. The fact that it crashed on me last time around did not, um, you know, uh, I basically said, don't bother purchasing the game because it's, not worth it. Um, we'll see where it goes from there. Um, but yeah, the PC port was not great. It did not do a great job in terms of the PC port for the Lego game. So, um, but you're here, and if you're watching this stream right now or you're watching the video later, welcome to the Pega portion of the video. Um, I'm currently an unemployed software developer whose last job was working with the Pega environment. Um, the company that I worked for gave us an authorized training partner for like 20 people to learn from, and well, he didn't do a great job. A lot of us went self-study. Um, you know, uh, I didn't really learn much from him. Um, so the one and only time that I took the certification, I failed. I told him as such because I had not studied enough at that point when they forced me to take it. And I never went back um, to trying to learn the Pega environment or, go through the Pega Academy to learn everything to try to take the certification again. So that falls on me. Um, I do kind of wish that my last employer did more on their end, actually provided more of a, proper mentorship, put us back into another training cycle with a different authorized training partner because believe me, a lot of us did not do well with the authorized training partner that we had. Even the guy's coworkers knew that he was messing up, because he messed up with them. So it was just bad all the way around. So, but this videos are my attempt to get through the system architect certification process and attempt to try to um, attempt the certification and try to get it, taken care of. You know, get my certification so that I can put it on my resume And, I can actually start applying for jobs that are asking for certified um, system architects. So, um, oh, okay, well, that's weird. I thought it was showing me logged in on here, but I guess not. Okay, that's a little odd, but, whatever. I'll deal with it. 1 second. Let me take care of this real quick. There it is. All right. So sorry about that. So the business architect has done. I've already done the 2 missions and 2 modules. I would recommend that you go through the Pega Express delivery because these 2 modules I feel don't cover enough for the business architect certification for the Pega Express delivery. So, but we're continuing on with the system architect. We're really close to the very end of it. We have we have one challenge, or I think we have like 2 challenges left, as well as a module. Yeah, that's about it. Then we have the mission exercise and the mission test afterwards. Um, so let's get into testing your application here. So I'll start up the instance there. This is apparently a really long one, 40 minutes, 4 tasks. So we're going to be working on this a little bit. Um, there is the challenge walkthrough, but I don't use that. I mean, unless the detailed tasks are really terrible, they don't really explain well enough, then I might use the walkthrough. But for the most part, it's I don't really use it. Detailed tasks are good enough for the most part. It's not always the case, but you know. The scenario in this case is for an assistance request case. When users enter the vehicle make, one or more associated models are displayed in the model drop-down list. Intermittently, users report that during the submit request process, some car makes do not have an associated model name in the drop-down list when entering the vehicle information. Stakeholders need to easily identify the vehicle makes with at least one associated model. Additionally, stakeholders are concerned about the application performance. To ensure that customers can complete assistance request cases efficiently, stakeholders require that the vehicle model list is generated within 200 milliseconds and that the user interface and end-to-end process flows functions correctly. To meet these requirements, your deployments manager has asked you to create a unit test to create a vehicle model list and confirm the model list generates the time threshold. Create a scenario test to automate testing for the assistant request case type. And run a test coverage session using the unit test and scenario test to report the results. The following table provides the credentials you need. I'm going to go ahead and copy the password there. So yeah, that's quite a bit. If I remember correctly, we didn't really do much concerning the test, the unit tests and stuff like that um, from our you know authorized training partner. So that wasn't great. But all right, let's go ahead and log on in. Okay, so first off, we're going to be going to the Dev Studio and then clicking on Data Types. Then we will need to expand the vehicle models once we get there. Oh, different username this time. Gotcha. Um, Okay, apparently I can't even... There. Okay. Well, here I was thinking that we were going to be using the same author username, but I was wrong. So, um, that is used through the all the other um, exercises. The fact that they switched it out, it's like, you know, maybe let people know about that. But I mean, I should have looked at it a little bit closer. I'll admit that that was more my fault. But still, it's like they kept on using author at Google Road, author at Google Road, author at Google Road. They never changed up the username unless you had like, multiple roles that they had. But they never changed this about, so that was a little weird. No, I don't want people, I don't want Pega to know my location. Thank you very much. It starts you off at App Studio, so not much you can really do about that. You just have to wait for them to load everything in and then, make the switch over. So, okay. App Studio to Dev Studio. Data types. And it was vehicle makes, was it? No, vehicle models. And then click list vehicle models. Okay. So list vehicle models. All right. So we'll be getting the D vehicle models list data page here. The list vehicle models data page is not displayed in the Data Explorer. Click Options and refresh the Explorer. I mean, that's very weird to get this kind of note when you're like right at the very beginning. It should automatically show you all the data types and stuff like that. So, um, why wouldn't it display? Hmm? I don't know. Um, okay, so what's up here? It wants us to go to Actions and then Run. So rerun the data page window the Run data page window is displayed. So Actions and then Run, and it brings up a new window that you guys cannot see right at this moment in time. So let me see about if I can show you that page. There we go. Okay, so you'll have to kind of keep an eye on um, the steps, while I'm going through this here because um, I can't, it's not like it opened up a brand new window, so just bear in mind. Um, for the make parameter in the value field, enter Tesla as the test value. So we put Tesla down. For the model year parameter in the value field, enter 2017 as the test value. Okay. In the upper right, click Run to run the to test the data page. So run. Okay, so there's that. Um, expand the PX results property and confirm that property includes 3 result pages. So that's what we're going to be looking for. Well, actually, you guys can't really see it, but so the PX results, we're basically looking for the 3 results there, according to the screenshot that they provided. So for the make parameter in the value field, enter Saturn and then click Run. The PX results property is no longer displayed, which confirms that not all vehicle makes have at least one associated model, which is true. Okay, so I mean, when we want to, I mean, it's telling us to create a unit test, but shouldn't we be trying to see about trying to fix that first? Or is it something along the lines of, hey, we don't have any kind of Saturn models, even though there technically should be some Saturn models out there? I mean, if you're included in, if you're including Saturn in the make, other, you should have some models out there, you know, but, I don't know. Um, I guess we'll be moving on to create a unit test here. So, okay, so in the run data page window for the make parameter, and enter the value field and enter in the value field enter Tesla. Okay, we're doing this again. Okay. For the model year parameter in the value field, enter 2017. Okay, well, I mean, we've already done that, so. But, I mean, I guess, maybe you. I mean, they didn't tell us to close it down or anything like that, so. Um, they could have used the information that was kind of presented up here because it's like, hey, you know, you only change the Saturn in the make field and that's it. I mean, you could have done the exact same thing down here there, guys. Oh well. Okay, so we're gonna run again, apparently. So, and then of course we got the PX results with the 3 different results there. Okay, and now we're going to do the convert to test button. So click convert to test to close the run data page window and create a test case record for the data page that uses your test results. Okay, so convert to test. Okay. So yeah, we just finished off that one. So the parameter values entered in the run data page window are automatically populated in the edit test case. So here's the edit test case. Um, okay. Well, that's a little bit of a bug there. the fact that the description is is being cut off there. Um, so that's a bit of a bug, I would imagine. Um, and I'll try to expand the window out a little bit so you guys can maybe see what it's trying to show here, but this is pretty bad if I'm having to expand out the window just to see all the information. It should have done a wraparound, and even then, I don't know if it's even showing like the full. It's not even showing the full class here either, and it's like, come on, guys, you can do better than this. This is you know, that's a bit weird. Okay, but um, so they're basically saying that, hey, the Tesla and the 2017, you know, should be visible, which it is. So, and an edit test case in the expected results section verify that the assertion type list values expected runtime. Okay. Um, right. Expected results, expected runtime. Okay. Um, in the value field, enter 0.02 to set the passing threshold for the unit test to 0.2 seconds. Interesting that I cannot change the comparator. Not quite sure why I can't change the comparator at all. Um, Not sure what's going on there, but um, we'll just have to move on then because, we can't change it at all. So, in the second assertion type list, select result count. Okay. No, okay. Um, I mean, this is a little. I feel like this one is a little rough in that um, there isn't like any. Um, there's nothing like really separating these two sections here. They really should probably have like another label here, in my opinion. Um, because I mean, they're saying, second assertion type. It's like, maybe have like another label there to kind of make sure that it's like, hey, instead of looking up for the second assertion type, maybe look for expected results part two or something like that, or whatever. I don't know. Okay, in the of object field, enter or select the PX results. So, okay, let's not bring that up. Stat. In the comparative list, select is greater than. And in the value field, enter 0. The unit test validates that at least one record is returned from the data page when the make parameter value is Tesla. Click Save. And the label field, enter vehicle model list Tesla to name the test case record. So okay. In the add to rule set and version list, verify that the highest rule set version is selected. Click submit to create the unit test. Which, I mean, there's only one version here. It'd be nice if there was like, like maybe a couple of versions or something along those lines so that you can actually make a choice between them, but I mean, there's nothing that has been changed there at all. So this is they probably pretty much could have said, don't worry about this, move on. They could have just kind of deleted this entire thing and just said, what you see is what you get. You're done. You don't need to worry about this anymore. Um, don't get me wrong, I do appreciate that they are addressing the fact that, um, you're doing something more to the, um, to the context, right? But still, it's one of those things where it's like, hey, um, just I don't know. It just feels like they could have done just slightly more to make it a little bit more difficult for the user, meaning that hey, instead of showing the fact that um, there's only one version that they don't even need to change, maybe have like two versions at least. Have the screenshot show that maybe it's at the first version here, but maybe have them need to select you know the most recent, um, just so this step actually is somewhat still usable. I don't know. Click submit to create the unit test. Uh, so unit test has been apparently created. Okay, in the vehicle model list underscore Tesla test case, to the right of save, click the down arrow. Right, because we uh, we did a save on this so that we can, you know, change up the name and all that kind of jazz. Okay. In the label field, enter vehicle model list Ford. Okay. So save as. Click create and open to save a copy of the test case. Okay. To the right of class, click the gear icon to open up the edit details window and update the rule parameters. which I'm assuming because of the fact that they used forward in the label there, we're going to be doing forward as well and clicking submit. Enter forward, right? Click submit to close the edit details window, right? And the description section, obviously, um, I skipped a little bit, but if they were like, saying something along the lines of change the model year or something along those lines to 2018, then I would have, I would have needed to go back. I would have needed to go back into that screen to change that up again. So, um, in the description section, click the edit icon to edit the vehicle make. Right, because the edit make is still Tesla there. So we're changing that to Ford. Click Save to complete the configuration of the unit test. Okay. Repeat steps 1 through 10 to use vehicle model list Saturn as a test case label and Saturn as the make parameter. Okay, so save as Saturn, open. Saturn, submit, change. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. Got a little tired. I'm going to rest my eyes a second. Okay. Okay, so we took all care of step 3 there. We now have step 4, and then um, we try to confirm, which obviously, as you can see, there is a lot of steps as well. So, all right. So in the header of the Dev Studio, click Launch Portal and User Portal to open a new browser tab or window with the new user view of the GoGo Road application. Okay. There's that. Um, in the lower right of the screen, click the Runtime Toolbar icon and then click the Automation Recorder icon to open the scenario test pane. So Okay. In the scenario test pane, click Create Test Case, Case Type Assistance Request to begin recording your actions on a case type. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I guess it's going to be working on that for a little bit. In the Create View and the How Can We Help You Today list, select My Vehicle Has a Flat Tire. A large border displayed around all the objects you interact with to indicate that the automation recorder tool is recording actions you take in the scenario, and the contextual pane actions you perform are recorded in the order in which you perform them. Click Continue. Click Continue to advance to the Enter Customer Information form. In the Enter Customer Information form, in the Account ID list, select J. Mitchell and then click Continue. Guess I didn't get nearly as good a sleep last night as I really wanted to. My little portable heater that I got is kind of messing up on me, so my nights have been getting a little cold. I mean, it's still winter here, so. um, all right. Click Continue. Complete all the fields in the Identify Location and Identify Vehicle forms. Okay. That doesn't really tell me anything there, but so click Continue. I mean, you're not telling me anything about the Identify Location and Identify Vehicle forms here, so um, hmm. It'd be nice if they could have provided some information about that, but it doesn't look like it really matters all that much. Hmm. Oh man. Just tired there, folks. Sorry about that. I'm suddenly trying to fight sleep. Guess I probably should have taken a little bit of a nap before I started up the stream, huh? Which means that I'm probably going to be doing a fairly short Lego run through tonight? Oh well. Okay. Um. Yeah, I don't know. They're not really saying anything about these, so I don't know. And they're not really even telling me that I should be clicking any of the continue buttons on these in these particular forms either. So, I don't know. Um, let's see. Hmm. I guess it doesn't really matter all that much. But again, I don't really know. They're not saying anything about, clicking on the create button here at all. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and say just stop and save here. Um, so we want name it called the initial customer request. Same for the description apparently. We're applying it to this. Which is the same as what it was before, so I guess it didn't really matter there. And add to rule set TC. Okay, well, that doesn't really change at all. Okay. They're not really mentioning anything about the context either, so I guess we're just gonna click on save and we're good, I guess. I hope. And the lower left corner, click the user icon and log off to log out of the user portal and return to Dev Studio. Okay. Confirm the good work. In the configure menu, click application quality settings. I'm sorry, what? Application quality settings. Application quality settings. Click include build on applications and then select the row to include the application for test coverage. Okay. And we're apparently clicking save on that. And then we do configure application quality and test coverage. Right. application quality test coverage. Okay, application quality test coverage. See, I feel like this should be something that should have been like taught like right at the very beginning, and they should really drive home this portion like over and over and over again throughout these challenges. Um, unit testing should be one of those uh, um, processes that should really be focused upon like pretty much every single challenge, in my opinion. Um, you know, like how each of the previous challenges, or at least for a while, they had their own like little testing process that they did in the browser. It would kind of check to see whether or not you actually did everything, and then if you passed, and it would give you that check mark that hey, you did everything correctly in this challenge. Not so much it hasn't happened in this particular set of challenges, or the last set of challenges that we've worked on, but in the previous missions there were. It'd be kind of nice if they did more unit tests, or let you do the unit tests to make sure everything is working properly. So, all right, click start a new session. We're gonna title it session 1. And then click OK. On the configure menu, click application, quality, automated testing, unit testing, test cases. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Configure application. What was it? Application, quality, automated testing, unit testing, application, quality, automated testing, unit testing, and was it test cases? Test cases, yeah. Okay. To the left of the test case name column, select the checkbox to select all the test cases, and then click Run selected to execute the unit tests. Okay, so we're going to select all those, and it told me to click on the Run selected. The results column verified that the test line forward unit test cases passed and the Saturn unit test case failed. Correct. To the right of failed, click View to see additional information and investigate why the Saturn test case failed. Test run logs, test runs log dialog box is displayed. There we go. But it doesn't really show you anything here. Um, oh, right. You just have to click on it. Um, and they show you all this. Um, okay. Looks like we're good there. Um, Okay, we're going back to the oh wait, is it? Oh wait, they want me to do scenario testing, not. Okay. Okay. In the scenario testing view, select the initial customer request checkbox. Click Run Selected to execute the test. Passed. Okay. Dialog box displays a preview of the scenario test progress actions as recorded. The dialog box automatically closes when the test is complete. And the result column verified that the result passed to signify the test case is successful, which it did. So, stop the test coverage session and view results. Return to Application Test Coverage tab. Click Stop Coverage. Set coverage, yes. Okay, in the coverage history section, click Show Report for the test coverage session you just ended. View the results of the test coverage report. They have 21%, I only have 20. Because this challenge environment supports the completion of multiple challenges, the results of the test coverage report may vary from what is shown above. It should be greater than 0% and show values for executable rules, covered rules, and uncovered rules. So yeah, we're only covering 20% of everything that, has been done so far. So there you go. Okay. Well, we've officially completed this particular challenge. Obviously, there was a lot here. I highly recommend everybody go through this multiple times because um, so here's the thing. Um, when I was on a job, or for one thing, this was never really stressed in the this was never really stressed in the um, during our course. with the authorized training partner, when in fact it should be like one of the first things that you really should learn about. Especially if you're already familiar with JUnit, this should be like one of the first things that you learn. In my particular opinion. Second is the fact that um, you know, we didn't cover it in the authorized training partner, and when I went on the job, it wasn't really um, we weren't really it wasn't really stressed to me to make my own unit tests when I did have the chance to make a couple modifications here and there to the overall project. So um, I feel that that was also a missed opportunity from my manager and um, senior devs. You know, they should have asked, "Hey, are you familiar with this?" And I would have been like, "Well, no, not really. They didn't ever really stress this." And then they should have really like hammered home about it. Which is what I'm going to do to you. Just you know, um, cover testing your application. Do it over and over and over again. You know, record through like multiple steps. Change up the values in it. Um, I mean, there's different models that you can do in there. Maybe change that up a little bit. Change up what parameters you can see, what you're using, what you're doing, and so on and so forth. Just see about you know working with this particular challenge more and learning how to use this testing process because believe me, it's when you're getting on the job, you're gonna want to know how to go about testing your project out. Um, so all right, but that's gonna be it for today's um, Pega certification. We're going to go ahead and switch on over to the Unreal. But I want to thank you all for watching this. I hope you all enjoyed it. Um, I'll see you all next time for the Unreal session or for the next Pega um, topic. And that's it. So take care. Have a good night. Stay healthy. Stay safe. And we'll catch you strangers next time.